What's up everybody, it's Seth from Fowler Customs, and today I'm bringing you guys my updated top 5 sneakers releasing in 2017. Thanks so much for tuning in today guys. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't yet, but with all that being said, let's get into it. So if you watched my last video, you know I'm still in Kansas and that's why the background's so different, but it will be back to normal in the next video, so don't worry. I don't think it's a bad background. I don't actually have any lighting, so it's all natural light. I don't think it looks too bad. So this weekend I was really thinking about the sneakers that I was most interested in grabbing coming up, and I realized that a lot of those sneakers weren't actually on my previous most anticipated shoes of 2017 list. So I figured now would be a good time to kind of redo the list at the beginning of March and give you guys an updated top 5 sneakers that I'm most interested in 2017. Before I get into the list, I've just got to say that there's a lot of sneakers I really wanted to put on this list, and there's a lot of sneakers that I'm very excited about. But these are the sneakers that I'll probably grab, and in some cases I may have to pay resale, and that's okay, unless it's crazy and astronomical, in which case I'll just let it go. But a lot of these ones I would consider grabbing for resale if I have to. Before I get into the top 5 list, I've got one honorable mention, and that's the one basketball performance sneaker on the list. It's the upcoming Crazy Explosive 2017. I just started seeing images of this recently, and I think it's a really cool looking sneaker, and the Crazy Explosive was my favorite basketball performance sneaker of 2016. The 2017 looks like it has a sock-like upper. The version that I'm seeing now looks like it's mostly prime knit. Not totally sure, it's a little blurry, I can't tell. But I'm just really excited to see what Adidas will do with the Crazy Explosive line, and if they can actually improve on a great shoe. So moving right into the top 5 list, coming in at number 5, it's the Air Max 1 and Air Jordan 3 Atmos Elephant Print Pack. As most of you guys know, last year Nike allowed us to vote on what our favorite Air Max was, and the Air Max we'd like to see brought back this year. And of course the Air Max 1 Atmos Elephant Print was the pair that everyone wanted to see come back, including myself. That was the pair that I voted for. The one surprise about this release though is that the shoe is not releasing by itself, it's actually releasing in a pack with the Air Jordan 3. We still have yet to see the Air Jordan 3. There's a couple customs online that people have done that some people think could look like the sneaker, but there's no way to know for sure. I've heard from a good friend of mine and a reputable source that the pair is going to drop in a pack, obviously, and the pack is going to cost $400 US. That's a lot of money, and I'm not too stoked on spending that much, but to be fair, you are getting 2 sneakers, and they're both pretty great sneakers, unless they kind of ruin the colorway of the Air Jordan 3. Which I don't think they will. Honestly though, I would have been happy with just the Air Max 1, and even if the Air Jordan 3 sucks, I'll probably still grab the pack because I really love that Air Max, so I better start saving now. Coming in at number 4, it's the Adidas Yeezy Boost V2 in the triple white colorway. This year Adidas is bombarding us with Yeezy V2 colorways, and that's really not a bad thing. 2 colorways have already released, and I believe this is the next colorway to drop, and to be honest, this is my absolute favorite that I've seen so far. Ever since Kanye rocked the triple white Ultra Boost, the triple white movement has been going strong, and people have been really about it, and the fact that they're actually taking that colorway and putting it on a Yeezy, I think is really cool, and I'm really excited to see it in person. My problem is that I suck at grabbing Yeezys, so if you're watching this a couple months from now and you just got a pair and they're in a size 9, 9.5, hit me up with a good price, because I can tell you right now, I wasn't able to grab them. Coming in at number 3, it's the Kith, Naked, and Adidas City Sock 2 collaboration. That was one of the longest names for a sneaker that I've ever seen. As a lot of you guys know, I love the Kith Ultra Boost collaboration. I think it's really cool what they did with that silhouette. I think it's really cool that they hadn't done that silhouette before. I think the way they actually constructed the upper looks awesome. I love the 2 colors they have, the tan and the pink. I just think it's a great looking shoe. I also missed out on the Naked Ultra Boost collaboration, so if I grab these, it's kind of like I have a Naked collaboration. Well, I would, but regardless, I'm excited and I'm gonna try and grab them. Coming in at number 2, it's the Air Jordan 1 Royal 2017. Now this is a shoe I really wanted to put at the top of the list, and it's kind of like a guilty pleasure shoe because the shoe I did put at the top of the list I was more interested in seeing, and so that's why I put it at the top of the list and not this shoe. But this is a shoe like the Bread ones from last year that I plan to grab multiples of and just rock the hell out of. I think it's an awesome shoe, it's a classic shoe, and I've never been able to own it, so this is a pretty big deal for me. I could talk forever about this shoe, but the only thing I'm gonna say is that they have actually updated the leather like they did with the Bread ones, so the leather quality is gonna be awesome on this shoe, and I just can't wait to grab it. Finally coming in at number 1 on my list, it's the Air Jordan 4 Kaws collaboration. Now this is one of the shoes we know barely anything about. We don't know the release date, we don't know how limited it's gonna be, we don't know the price. We don't even really know what it's gonna look like. This is just a collaboration that's done between a brand which I really like, Nike, and an artist, Kaws, who I really like. And just knowing the way Nike does collabs and knowing Kaws' art style, I think it's gonna be an awesome, awesome collaboration. If you don't know who Kaws is, I'm sure you've seen his art around and just not realized it. He's a New York-based artist and toy designer that has a lot of clothing lines and a lot of collaborations, and his stuff's awesome, so check him out. But like I said, there isn't really anything known about this shoe. The only image that I have is, of course, the one at the top of the screen, which is just a translucent outsole with the 2 Kaws X's. I think it looks great so far. I'm really excited to see the upper. I don't know if he's gonna go crazy with graphics or if he's gonna just give it an interesting colorway. Who knows, but that's why it's number 1, because it's the shoe that I'm most excited about. My only concern is that because it's an Air Jordan collaboration, it's gonna sell out like that if it's not ridiculously limited like the M&Ms, and it's gonna sell for just way, way too much money. So the chance of me actually grabbing these, I'm sure, is very, very slim. But I'm still gonna try. And that wraps up my list. That's pretty much it for the video today, guys. Make sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below letting me know what your most anticipated releases of 2017 are, and if you're planning on grabbing them. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe to Fowler Customs if you want to see more content just like this, and follow Fowler Customs on Snups, Instagram, and on Twitter.